What's up, DefineGender folks? It's me, Lucien, one of your Wednesday guys, along with Sam, who's one of the new guys. And, oh yeah, I'd like to say hi to all you new guys. How's it going? I'm gonna do like a kind of a rewind video because there are a bunch of topics that us new guys didn't get to cover because they've already been covered. So, we've been given the okay to go ahead and start covering those topics in whatever way we feel is best. So I'm going to do, I guess, 3 of the old topics every week, and since I've already done an introduction, this is just going to be a video with 2 topics, and I'm posting it separately from my current topic video, and I think this week's is, hold on, future goals. So I'm going to be doing a separate video for that, and this video is coming out and school/work situations, because I already did intro. So these are the other 2 topics out of that group of 3. Let's see, coming out. I came out to my mom first, and no, the first person I actually ever came out to was a counselor at school, and I was like, I'm not happy living in a female body, and she was kind of confused. She's like, what are you like? What is it? What are you trying to tell me? Are you a lesbian? And I'm just like, no, I feel like I should be male. And it was all confusing and weird and kind of uncomfortable, and she was like, oh, okay, well, we need to get you a therapist. And so she was like, so I'm going to call your mom and tell her that you're having school anxieties, and then we're going to get you a therapist. And I was like, yes. And as it turns out, it was not actually that simple. It's going much slower than that because we changed insurance providers and stuff like that. Yeah, I ended up telling my mom because she was kind of worried about me after hearing the counselor call me and ask for, tell her that I needed therapy. So she was like, you know, whatever it is, you can talk to me. I'm your mom. I love you. Whatever it is, I'll still love you. Blah, blah, blah. And so finally, she noticed that it was just making me more and more upset every day, and I ended up kind of crying in front of her one day, and she was like, what is it? You've got to tell me what is wrong. So we went to her room and closed the door, and I was just like, I feel like I was born into the wrong body. And she was just, what? No, she wasn't angry, but she was a little confused, you know, and she didn't see how it made any sense at all. But she was like, okay, well, yeah, I think you definitely need some therapy for this. And I told her that I do want to be male. It's not just something that's like, some people choose to acknowledge that they have gender identity disorder, and then, I wouldn't say not do anything about it, but you know, just try to live with it, and they choose not to transition. And you know, everybody has their own reasons for doing whatever they do, and if you choose not to transition, then that's your choice, and whatever's best for you, you know. And I think transition is something that I need to do. And so far my mom doesn't really believe me so much. She's kind of like, are you sure? I don't think you're sure. And so she is waiting for everything, like, until after therapy. I need to stop playing with that. It's a piece of trash. So yeah, she's waiting for therapy to get me a binder and, you know, stuff like that, and she won't even let me come out to my siblings. I came out to one of my siblings by accident. Well, hang on. That'll be in a second. But yeah, anyway, don't want this to be too long. After I came out to her, I thought it would be a good idea. Excuse me. I thought it would be a good idea to come out to my dad. But I made the mistake of, not the mistake, but I am just such a wuss about talking to my dad about anything that I decided to come out to him over the phone. Don't do that. Just don't. It was just, I don't know, it makes things uncomfortable. And something that big, if you have the ability to go see that person, and there's somebody that's that close to you, don't come out over the phone. But yeah, that's the coming out thing. And my dad let it slip to one of my older sisters that something was a little weird about me. He wouldn't say what because I made him promise not to tell anyone. But even then, you know, he couldn't really keep it all in. So one of my older sisters knows because she called me and she's like, Dad's acting weird and he was saying stuff about you. So what's up? And I ended up telling her after some guesses. She was like, well, I have some guesses. I mean, they're kind of out there. I don't want to offend you or anything. And I was like, the answer is kind of out there. Just go ahead and guess. So she was like, Are you bisexual? Are you gay? And I'm like, no, I'm not a lesbian. And then she was like, well, what is it? And I'm like, I have gender identity disorder. And she was like, oh, okay, see, I thought it might be something like that, blah, blah, blah. And then we kept talking for a while, and she's like, wait a minute, you like boys though, right? And I was like, oh no, here we go again. And I'm just like, yeah, I like boys. She's like, so doesn't that technically make you gay anyway? And I was like, yeah, I love my sister, she's cool. I love all of my sisters. I have 3 of them. 2 older, 1 younger. So yeah, that's my coming out experiences so far. And after that is school and work situations. And I don't have a job, don't have a car, can't drive. So there's no work situations, but school, let's see. I am out to a few close friends, just a few. And I asked my teachers to start calling me Anthony, and I went for Anthony because it's closer to my birth name than Lucien, and plus because my mom hates the name Lucien, but more on that later. So I have to. Some of them call me Lucien now. The only teachers that I have in the school, because there are a few teachers in the school, but I only talk to a few of them. And only one of them actually bothered to ask, like, so why do you want to be called Anthony now? And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm making a transition from female to male. And he's like, ah, and then he just wanted to know all about it. He's a pretty cool guy. And let's see, other than that, out to close friends, out to a few teachers, out to one teacher. Other teachers call me Anthony. But you know, I'm having people at school call me Anthony too, and I don't know if they know or not, but I'm leaving it up to them to question it, to ask me why I want to be called Anthony. And you know, so far nobody's really asked, and it's okay with me. Like, I'm not gonna go around broadcasting it, but if they want to know, I will let them know. And I think that's pretty much it. And I don't know, I think this video's been taking a while, so I'm gonna go film my current topic video. See you guys later.